we got a better word than thing we could use for this? Please give us one thing, department or policy, that really works well in SF city government and one that doesn't.
I think one department that does work extremely well, we have a controller's office that many of you probably don't know about. They are the body that helps to audit different departments, that helps to advise both the mayor, the board of supervisors, and all the agencies as to the specific facts and figures that underline what we're doing. It's the office that also includes our city economist, who helps to analyze the business impact of the legislation that we do, that I think is very important. I think the second part of your question is one department that doesn't work well.
Right.
That's pretty easy for me. Muni and the MTA. Our buses are late 30% of the time. We have one of the highest pedestrian fatality rates in the state. If you're a cyclist, you're worried as well being on the streets. It's tough to get a taxi cab in the Mission or anywhere you want to go. There are so many things we need to reform Muni. I don't have enough time to talk about it, but I look forward to that conversation as well.
Dennis?
Same question.
Same, please.
I got the okay from John on this. I'm going to toot the horn of the San Francisco City Attorney's Office. There's not a lot of offices in city government that deal with the breadth of issues like my office does and has a national reputation for excellence. You go in the legal community around this country, you say you work for the San Francisco City Attorney, people stand up and take notice. Because whether it be marriage equality, whether it be choice, whether it be public safety, whether it be issues large and small, outlawing gender rating in the state of California, going after payday lenders, going after drug manufacturers that are defrauding their people, the San Francisco City Attorney's Office has been at the forefront of using the power of the law to make a difference in people's lives each and every day. And presumably that's why all these guys up here, even if they're on the board or not, paid attention to it and relied on our service. So I'm proud of the 350 people that work for me. I'll agree with David 100%. We all know that Muni needs to be reformed. We need to change the culture at Muni. We need to have an organization that is accountable to providing the best possible service on behalf of its constituents, the riding public. And I'm in agreement with David. We have to do whatever we can to make sure that we have a fine-running and well-running Muni.
Thanks, John.
The Public Utility Commission is a department I see as doing exceptional work in San Francisco. On top of providing water to people all over the region, the Public Utility Commission is in the midst of building the infrastructure from Hetch Hetchy, Yosemite Valley to our water faucets. And it's a monumental effort. It deals with politics, it deals with land use up and down Northern California, and we have departments doing it in budget, which is something that's phenomenal these days. And you can see such a huge public infrastructure projects that are coming in under budget. So I give a lot of kudos to the Public Utility Commission. I would have to agree with my colleagues. Muni is messed up, and in fact, the 14 Mission Line is jacked up, especially south of Geneva. South of Geneva, it never gets to its final destination, rarely does, and people are very, very upset there. I want to make sure we can make Muni work, not just in the central part of San Francisco, but make it work in the Sunset, Lakeview, Excelsior, Visitation Valley, Bayview. We can make it work there, we can make it work everywhere. Thank you.
Thanks. Can we, for a tweet headline, can we just say the boys say the 14 is jacked up? You guys got that? Great. Youth. Okay, same question.
This is a department that is within the city county of San Francisco, but the mayor doesn't have direct supervision over it, but the superintendent does in fact attend cabinet meeting, and I would say it's really the school district. I've spent 8 years on the Board of Education. I know the challenges. Despite all the challenges, they are doing a remarkable job with all of the teachers, the paraprofessionals, the students, the administrators, really school board members really working together to offer the very best of education. Could be doing a lot more, but the challenges of not having enough money from the state and not having enough money from other areas, the federal government particularly, yet they continue to put out a tremendous product, educating over 50,000 youngsters, sometimes really difficult, challenging situation, and yet they do so well. I would also agree with all my colleagues about Muni. We rag on the drivers, we rag on the transit workers, but when the top person gets a golden parachute of $400,000, you start wondering about, well, how come I can't get mine? The top guy gets all of the money that he wants. That's wrong. Should never have happened. Those things need to stop.
For me, no department better expresses the values of our city than the Department of Public Health. And we spend about $1 million a year on public health. And I've gone to General so many times, and I have to tell you that I feel more pride when I stand at General or Laguna Honda than if I'm at the Golden Gate Bridge or Golden Gate Park, realizing that we believe in long-term care, realizing that we've created Healthy San Francisco, and everybody on this stage has had a hand in that, and I want to acknowledge that. But going forward, it's going to be really important because with federal health care, Healthy San Francisco is going to become a program with a lot of immigrant members in it, and so we're going to have to advocate strongly. What I feel can be done a lot better is public housing. We do not put money into public housing. We only take what crumbs we're given, and I think that that is a real disservice. And why is it in the homeless arena that we realize that people with broken lives and difficulties need supportive housing, they need services, but we don't provide that in public housing, and our whole city pays the cost as a result. And I would say I agree with everybody on Muni, and to tip my hat to John Avalos on revenue, and maybe we could have a mashup of the Real Housewives on 14 Mission.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
All right. So then, can I start with you?